Hi, welcome to CSEC Biology, the cover page. I'm Mr. Wilson, and today we're going to be looking at how we use the sum function in Excel. I'm also going to be showing you the importance of using cell address while using your sum function. So let's hop right into it. So we want to add all these numbers here, and I'm going to be going through 5 ways in which we could add these numbers. Of course, one of the ways is a way that is not recommended. So I'm going to be started by showing you the way that it is not recommended. Before I do so, just let me find myself a new column. I'll just use this here. For the time, I'll change the color to blue. I'm changing that area there to blue. And I'm going to put some numbers there. I'm going to copy these numbers. Control C. And I'm going to just Control V to paste them. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So I'm going to be adding these numbers. And I'm going to be adding it the way that we are accustomed to if we were using a book. So we could use that. We must proceed with an equal sign. All right. So that here we're doing an operation. So we could add by saying 5 plus 6 plus 10 plus 7 plus 15 plus 0, and we would have gotten 43 as our answer. But look at this. If we were supposed to delete 15, it remains, if we're supposed to delete 15, it would still remain 43. And if we were supposed to add 10 to that column, the 43 would not change. What that suggests is that this number has no bearing on what is in the column here. These were just independent numbers that probably look like these numbers, but we did not actually add these numbers here based on Excel. So let us look at what we will do. So let me just put back the 15 there, and we're going to try something else. So now we're going to be adding these numbers, and we're going to be using the same method that we're accustomed to if we were using a piece of paper, a pen, and a pencil. So we're going to put the equal. Remember, we're always using the equal sign, but this time we're going to be using the cell address to do the summation. So we go that, then we go that, and we're using the plus sign on the keyboard, and again we do that plus sign, and again we do that plus sign, and again we do that, and finally we click that, and then we hit the enter key. Now we ended up with 43. Now let me do this again. I'm going to be removing this 15. The 43 is the same. Look on this side. I'm going to be removing this 15. Look at what happens. The number changes. So we have to ensure that we're using the cell address when we're doing our summation in our sheet. So just let me put back that 15. So that is one way. You could go add, and you realize that this is a real strenuous method. Now, if we were supposed to double click on the answer here, you'd realize that it would have shown us all the numbers that are a part of the summation there. Escape and get out. If we were supposed to click this, it would show some numbers that were added, but we're not too sure where these numbers came from. Press your escape key and get out. So now we're going to be adding this here, and we're going to be using, can I teach you the harder way first? Probably that I should. So we're going to be using the sum function. All we need to do is to up on over to the formulas here, click on the formula tab, and then we could use this, click on insert function, and we could click sum. We're looking for sum, and here it tells you at the bottom what the sum is used for. It is used to add all the numbers in a range of cell. So yes, this is a function that we want to use, so we click OK. All right, good. So if you observe, it has made a suggestion here. It is saying that we think you want to add the numbers M, this is the address, and we want to add from M6, here's a 6, so we're adding this cell here, M6, and we want to go down to M11, and this is M11. So M11, so we're adding from here to here. Now, yes, those are the numbers that we want to add, and it even gives you a suggestion as to the numbers that are in the range. So these are the numbers in the range: 10, 10, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10. There we have 12 and 8. So that is exactly what we want. Select OK, and voila, there we have the numbers. Now let us see if it actually added the numbers that we wanted. Let me look. No, it did not. All right, so let us look at what could have gone wrong. All right, so we're going to remove this. Though it gave us a suggestion there, it's not right. So we're going to remove that, ensure that the cursor is between the brackets here. All right, and then we are going to click on 10, hold your left mouse button down, and then you are going to pull down on the numbers that you want to add, and then we hit enter. Realize we have 70 here, 70 here. So the sum function was actually adding from the left. What we wanted to do was to add the numbers vertically. So here we go, the numbers down in the column, we are now added. Now look, double click, it is showing us the numbers that were added. Escape. That's just one way. Then we could come again and we could go over to auto sum, and here we could hit sum, and there it is showing us the range that is being added. This is the range being added, and if you observe, our answer seems to be correct because it matches the answer here that I did in the previous exercise. So 123. You could add that on a calculator to see if we're doing well. Then the next thing we want to do, we have used the whole manual method of adding one by one by one. We've used insert function, we've used auto sum. Now we're going to be writing our own function to add this cell. So remember, once you're going to be writing a function, once you're going to be carrying out an operation, the equal sign is very important. Now we would have learned by now that we're using the word SUM, right? So it's equal sum. Now if you look here in your formula bar, you will see what we're working on. So equal sum. So the next thing we want to do is to put in that curve brace. There we go. And we could put in the other curve brace. There we go. And then we're going to click right between the curve braces, right there, and then we're going to click on the range that we want to have added. So we click on 22 there, hold on the left mouse button, and then we are going to just drag it down. All right, so there we have dragged it down. Enter 130. Now if you are not able to drag it down, there is something else you could do, and let me just show you in this cell. I'm going to be copying these numbers here. Copy. And I'm going to be pasting it there. And I'd like to write my formula there. But to drag it down might be a drag if I'm not so good using the mouse and, of course, the left mouse button. So let us look at what we could do. We could write our equal, we're going to perform an operation, and then we could write our sum because we want to add these numbers, put in the curve bracket, and then we're going to put in the curve bracket. Now what is the range? If you observe, this number is 22, so we are here P, and then you would observe that on this side the number here is 6. Now do you remember what's the range we're working with? All right, let me just highlight something here. All right, so it says that that is P6. So we are sure that we are working with P6. Then the next thing we want to do is to get a colon in. All right, so you hold your shift key down on your keyboard and click the colon. All right, then we want to put in the final destination, and the final destination is going to be P11. So we take out that 6 and we put 1, 1. All right, if you observe, it has highlighted the area that we are finding the total for. So there we enter and we have 130. That I think was very easy. Please be reminded to practice as many times as you so desire. Please follow us to find out how to find average, minimum, and max. And of course, to follow our entire Excel series. If you are doing CXC IT, this is just the place for you to be. And of course, check out our videos over there on the biology end and the HSB end. And remember to like, share, and of course subscribe. If you're a biology or HSB student, you want to be a part of our live session on a Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 5:05 p.m. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And when you do, remember to hit that notification bell and select all. Thanks much for watching.